Good Tuesday evening, Southeast Texas. Looks like lower chances coming up tomorrow across Southeast Texas. We'll go with 20, maybe 30% coverage. Rain chances start inching upwards, and by Friday, pretty good coverage as a weak front starts to stall somewhere across our area. Plus, we get beginnings of a surge of moisture to move in off the Gulf of Mexico. That's associated with a tropical wave this weekend. I'll go 70% coverage Saturday and Sunday. Locally, heavy rainfall is possible. Don't know yet if it'll be raining all day on Saturday, but it could. Just get ready. Otherwise, elevated rain chances expected early next week. And our forecast for this evening looks like things are winding down and moving out of the area, but you can see trough of low pressure disturbance in the upper levels right there spinning off towards our west. This is that tropical wave that came in yesterday and brought us the rainfall. Otherwise, we are looking at the moisture moving off and away from coastal Texas into central Texas. Notice greens out there rather than yellows. So we're going to be seeing a little drier air mass trying to work in off the Gulf of Mexico. Tomorrow, high pressure right over our area. Remember, the clouds like to build up, but if you have sinking air above those clouds that's pushing down on them, you get more sun and you get lower rain chances, and that is certainly a possibility. 20, maybe 30% expected. Now, as we head on into the weekend, look at this surge of tropical moisture working in off the Gulf of Mexico as we head towards Saturday. That'll be over our area Saturday, Sunday, and into Labor Day. So it's looking like a soggy Labor Day weekend, unfortunately. In the tropics, we are in good shape over the next 5 days, from what I can tell. In the Western Caribbean, flare-up of showers and storms associated with this tropical wave. Models don't do anything as far as try to develop. Then as we head on into the eastern sections of the Atlantic, some 800 miles to the east of the Lesser Antilles, this is Invest 91L. Hurricane Center says this is probably going to become Danielle and give it a high chance. Modeling takes it off to the west-northwest. After this, it turns to the north, if modeling is correct. So this does not look like it's going to be a threat to the Gulf of Mexico. Same situation here. This one way out in the eastern Atlantic. This is the west coast of Africa. Hurricane Center giving this a 40% chance of development. From some of the long-range ensemble models, I saw that this turns it off towards the north also. So these two do not look like they will be players in the Gulf of Mexico as I record this. So the Gulf of Mexico looks pretty quiet the next several days. Let's keep it that way, please, and thank you. Tonight, any leftover showers are going to be decreasing over the next hour or two as I record this at 5:36 p.m. So I think most of the rains will be over by 7 or 8. Otherwise, a quiet night. Temperatures drop into the low to mid 70s in the lakes and into the mid 70s in the triangle. Remember the sinking air? A little bit of sun coming up. We hit 90 degrees. Futurecast just doesn't do much tomorrow with it. Look at that. High-res modeling, maybe a 20% coverage. We'll see how it stacks up when all things are done tomorrow. On the Gulf of Mexico, slightly choppy seas around 1 to 2 feet in your coastal marine forecast tomorrow. We'll see northeast and east winds at 5 to 10 knots. Water temperature 85. Our forecast tonight, there's 40% coverage over the next hour or so. Things are going to be winding down, and it looks like a mostly cloudy skies after that, decreasing cloudiness towards morning, lows in the lower and middle 70s to near 80 in Port Arthur. Then tomorrow, a 20, perhaps 30% coverage. It's going to be hot though, highs in the lower 90s with a northeast to east wind. So after our 20% coverage tomorrow, it looks like about a 30% coverage on Thursday. Friday, we'll go with a 50% coverage again. We've got that front limping into our area, sagging somewhere over the area, and stalling, so that'll enhance rainfall. Plus, we're getting some of that moisture coming in off the Gulf of Mexico. So it's not looking great for Friday night football, unfortunately. At this point, we'll go with a 40% coverage as we get updated model data. Get closer to the event, we'll have a better idea as far as whether or not to go higher or lower on rain chances. The weekend could be some locally heavy rainfall. Right now, 1 to 3 seems reasonable. Could be double that in some spots, as this is going to be producing wherever showers and storms form. You know how it works, 2 to 3 inches rainfall rates per hour. You could double that through the weekend. So while this is only showing about 1 to 3 inches, again, it could be double that. Otherwise, elevated rain chances through Labor Day and into Tuesday, highs in the upper 80s. Perhaps a little drier Wednesday and Thursday. And then a week from Friday, we're going to be watching a trough of low pressure move into the state from the Pacific Northwest, as long as modeling is correct this far out. So we'll go with higher chances. Not going to go any more than 50% coverage, even though we think it could be higher. Regardless, it just looks soggy over the next 10 days. Where was all this just a month ago? Remember how our heat wave and the drought? Well, we're certainly erasing that. Download our app, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, there's more weather at 12newsnow.com. Stay safe, have a fantastic Tuesday evening.